Ladies and gentlemen, welcome yet again to another episode of Caliber and Character. I am your host, Volstorm, and with me, as always, is the lovely, beautiful, and vocally talented Dictionary Diva. Diva, how are we doing?
We're doing great. I just love your description. I can imagine people at home thinking, I bet she looks just like that picture right now.
Of course.
The red painted nails, the lipstick.
Melissa Jane, how are you? Yeah. Expert has chosen to tell us he'll be naked and wet when he comes back. God. Oh, my goodness. Speaking of love.
That's a mental image we don't need.
Yeah, it's a mental image nobody needs.
Nobody needs that.
Yeah. Speaking of love, coming up, it's Valentine's Day.
That's right.
Yes.
Valentine's Day. Fabulous.
Yeah. And I will say for anybody tuning in, if you have not seen Melissa Jane's latest short, that will definitely get you in the Valentine's Day mood. Her and the cameo by Mad Max was absolutely incredible.
Loved it. Delicious.
Miami Spice, how are you?
Hola, Miami Spice. Spicy. That's how I say it every time I'm... Wait, naked and wet.
Naked. He spelled it wrong.
He did. He didn't spell that right at all.
He didn't spell that right at all.
Naked.
Oh my goodness. So, Valentine's Day coming up, and you think of the ones you love. You think your side piece. You think your friends with benefits. You got to make sure all the bases are covered.
Sure. That's exactly what I think about.
Hey, they're all going to be looking for a handout. You know it and I know it.
All those things.
And to all the guys out there, remember, you never give your side chick a better gift than you do your wife. Just want to make that clear.
You notice I'm very quiet right now. I'm like, which tool could I use? I have the chainsaw.
The chainsaw. The mattock.
The 10-pound hammer.
Mm-hmm.
Other tools. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But that's why there's that old toast, to our wives and girlfriends, may they never meet.
This is more of the experts dialogue. But I'll give you lenience.
I'm just making sure all the bases are covered.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, we got sitting down talking and thinking about what is some relationship advice that we've heard over the years that would probably help out. What are you laughing at?
No, I'm thinking about the relationship advice. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Okay. We were thinking about what kind of relationship advice would I have liked to have had when I was younger that, I feel like I can freely give out now because I'm not worried about that sort of thing.
Right.
So.
Yeah. Or advice that you maybe got but didn't listen to until you're older and you're like, oh, now I get it.
Now it makes sense.
Oh, I get that now. Okay. Yeah.
It's like when your parents tell you something when you're younger and you're like, that's stupid. And then when you get older, it's like, oh my God, that totally makes sense now.
Oh, yeah. Like, oh, now I understand what they were trying to say. I get it now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get any advice like that? I've got
no,
two.
Not really.
Yeah. See, I've got two that stick right up in the top of my brain.
Yeah.
Like my mother.
Your mother.
My mother gave me some excellent advice when I was young. Of course, I didn't understand what she meant. But that was a dog sneeze.
I figured it wasn't you.
It was the dog. Because they get wound up whenever we go live.
Hey, Weird Debbie.
Hey, Weird Debbie. But one of the best pieces of advice for men or women is when you're getting ready to make a commitment with someone.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe you're dating and you're getting ready to take it to the next level. You're thinking about marriage.
Yeah.
Both man, woman, man, woman, whatever. whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Long-term relationship future. Look at the mother.
Huh.
Yeah, that
Well,
was
I could see it from a guy's point of view because you're looking at it as okay, look at the mother because that's what this woman is going to become
possibly, yeah.
in both looks and possibly attitude.
Possibly, yeah. But
So, but how would it apply towards a woman getting into a relationship with a guy,
all right, all right.
for
So
instance?
for a woman getting in a relationship with a guy long term, the relationship that he has with his mother indicates many, many different things. One, how does he relate to other women? Does he respect his mother? Does he treat her well? Or does he avoid her, hates her, has some definite mommy issues? That's another.
Well, that sounds more like a fetish than it does.
Oh, that's a whole other topic.
Yeah, it's a whole other topic.
It is. I think Tish and Tennessee might be covering that
Yes,
later.
she will when she has
Yes.
grandma's house on later at
Yes.
5 o'clock. Yes. That's why we had to hurry on here, folks.
I know, I had to hurry. And then also you're looking at that future mother-in-law because she's going to have a huge impact in the relationship. If y'all have
Yeah.
kids together, what kind of relationship are you planning on having with that mother-in-law? There's a lot to look at, so you got to look at the mother.
Very true. Very true.
Yeah.
Expert said, my grandfather always said to look at the mother when you picked up your date because the chick you were picking up would be just like her. Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, a lot of ways. There for fellas, you look at that mama.
What did I miss? I had to let Mad Max off the driveway. Jeez. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hey, Jim with no filter. Hi guys, just listening today. Had chores to do.
Yeah, that's why I look like a bag lady and I don't have my camera on.
Yeah, nobody sees that.
I know. They don't need to.
Expert said, my grandfather also says just as easy to fall in love with a poor woman as it is a rich woman.
Mm. Yeah, actually, you could dive deeper into that.
You could.
You could. Well, some people, that's the only thing they care about is monetary gain that they might get
Right.
with a relationship. That's
Right.
I never thought about it that way.
I
Maybe
guess
I
it
should
depends on
have.
what your goal is.
Oh my gosh, my mom also had another piece of advice. I just remembered it.
Go for it.
Marry the first time for love, the second time for money.
Oh goodness.
I know, and I didn't
That's
follow that piece of advice either. Dang it.
so you're 0 for
Gee,
2.
I am. And she said, don't give away free love. I had no idea what she meant.
Okay, you're going to have to clarify that one.
I think we've talked about it before. But she told me this when I was I don't want to give out too much information, but when I was a young
maiden.
A young maid. I was a young maiden.
Yes.
That I was. And I had no idea what she was talking about. What do you mean free love? I don't get it. Don't give away free love. It's like, what does that mean?
Make sure they put the 20 on the dresser. I mean, what does that mean?
Well, I guess actually, she meant they better be working for it. Don't be giving it away for free. You better be getting some commitment from that. Something.
Mm-hmm.
You better be getting something from it.
Something out of it. Nobody rides for free.
Yep. Maybe if she told it to me like that, I would have understood. Oh, I get it now. Yeah, I didn't get it.
Nobody rides for free. Where Debbie says, advice from my grandma when I turned 18, sex is like buying shoes. You have to try it on to see if it fits.
That's good advice too.
My grandfather said the first wife is for kids, the second wife's for you. Jeez. It's basically the male version of what Diva's mom said.
Yeah. First time for love, the second time for money.
Money. Yeah, you screwed that up.
I did. Dang it. There's so many mistakes I made. And you have no advice, no sage advice in the back recesses of your brain?
I have plenty of advice. It's just, I'm sure, it's probably not made for the YouTubes.
Again, I'm quiet.
No, I did hear the one about, look at the mother,
Yeah.
because that's how she will turn out.
Yeah.
And I've found that to be true at least probably 9.5 out of 10 times.
How many times you been married, man? Is there something I need to know?
What?
What?
That's relationships.
Oh, I gotcha. I
Relationships.
gotcha. I gotcha. I gotcha.
That's why I never married any of them. Always thinking.
Always, always. Well, you got one good piece of advice from a friend. Like, just enjoy the ride, man. Don't overthink it. That's a good
Yeah.
piece of advice.
Yeah. I think some of the best advice I've ever had is you have to look at your own expectations going into it. Do you have expectations for it? Especially when it comes to going into a marriage. Are you putting your expectations on the other person? Because
Mhm.
you've always had these relationships. I mean, it could be, most of the time it is the woman, but sometimes it is the man. It's, you have expectations of the other person. Well, how much of those expectations do you put on the other person, or do you allow, you look at him and go, what you're marrying, ahead of time what's going to be the pitfalls and what's going to be the joys of the relationship. So why, anytime you try to force it, it's going to
Yeah.
be, well, I'm mad at you because you're not living up to my expectations. Well, why do you put that on somebody?
Well, most people aren't even familiar enough with the expectations that they have subconsciously anyway. Like, they don't even know what they're expecting of somebody else because they don't even know their own baggage that they're carrying.
My favorite one is and it could be, like I said, again, it could be either one, but most of the time it's women. Oh, I can change him. I know he's this way, but I can change him.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
What?
I'm
What?
no, I'm just thinking, I'm like, people will change during the duration of your lifetime together. So I guess it depends on what change are you helping to foster, you know? Are you nagging because you have expectations of how you think the person should be?
Mm-hmm.
And so instead of fostering positive growth, you're fostering resentment and annoyance. That's not really a good change to see
That's
in
true.
somebody.
Weird Debbie said, before my mom passed away when I was 12, she told me, if a guy pours love and admiration immediately, run.
Hmm.
I I can totally go along with that, because if you've got somebody who is too clingy,
Sycophant. Sycophant? Sycophant?
yeah,
Yeah.
instead of a partner in the relationship, they're more like a fan. You don't want any of that. It's
Yeah.
what they call it in Wedding Crashers, a stage 5 clinger.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Well, that means that they are giving probably with the expectation of receiving. And so if you don't reciprocate appropriately according to their expectation, then
Mm-hmm.
you're the bad guy because you have no idea what their problem is anyway. What's their baggage?
Yep. And hey, if you've liked everything you've heard so far,
Oh,
or even
shoot.
if you don't, be sure to hit that like button.
Heck, I didn't even hit the like button. Oops.
Co-host didn't even hit the like button. That's
Mhm.
nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's what expert says. Weird Debbie, my grandpa used to say the most comfortable shoes have to be stretched out to fit your feet. Now I have to rethink some things, like where chocolate milk comes from. Oh God.
God. Oh.
I always tell women, I bet they could change the guy. That sounds like a perfect relationship starter.
I bet you can change him.
Yeah, the last time, just to spill a little bit of secret, the last time that the expert got involved with somebody's relationship, he set up their profile, and yeah, that didn't go well.
They're married now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I said.
Maybe it went really well. Who knows?
Went a little too well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. When I was single, I would tell girls I needed to be changed. I just haven't met the right woman yet.
Oh my
Yeah, he
gosh.
was about 3 sheets to the wind when he did that too.
And I bet there were some women that ate that like putty or pudding. Putty, pudding.
Buddy, who eats
Eat
buddy?
I'm thinking of
You
like
ate paste as a kid, didn't you?
I did.
Oh dear Lord. Weird Debbie says not
Yes,
clinging, more like it leads to controlling.
yes,
Exactly.
yes, because they are trying to
Exactly.
buy your affection in some way, shape, or form. It is a very transactional relationship if they start giving gifts early on. And that's fine if the transaction is agreed upon and you understand the terms of the contract.
Exactly. Exactly. Let's see. White Rabbit says, never make someone a priority when all you are to them is an option.
Hmm.
Oh, there you go.
My Angelou had some good advice.
ID crisis. Pudding.
Pudding, pudding.
That's gross in this context.
No tapioca, please.
No tapioca.
No
Nobody
tapioca.
nobody wants the tapioca.
No.
No, I just trying to think back to some of the best advice I ever got.
Yeah, you asked me if I was mentally ready. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm ready. And here you are,
Well, yeah. You
struggling.
know, I've done all the work. What do you want me to do? Jeez.
Oh my gosh. Here, wait. While you're thinking, we'll do
Yes.
some ASMR.
Oh, God.
That's pretty cool, actually, that it picks it up that well.
Who needs the special microphone
Who needs that?
when he'll just pick it up anyway?
I know.
Um, I don't know. The thing that I probably learned is whoever you're with, you've got to let them be you because
What?
if
Let
you
them be you.
let them be themselves.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me, dictionary diva.
I'm not a grammarian. What are you? I'm not a grammarian, but that just confused me for a
Uh,
second. You have to let them be you. That's,
mm-hmm. Unlike what you're doing right now.
I'm sorry. I'll let you be you.
Thank you. Let me be me.
There you go.
Let me worry about my business. Okay. No, if if you try to sit there and you do try to control little aspects of them, oh, you shouldn't do this. Oh, you shouldn't say that. Oh, let's do that. Then you're not allowing them to. That's the only way you can tell if the relationship is real. Is if you allow them to be themselves and you just kind of sit back and you either accept it or you don't. That's the only way you know if you have a real relationship. Because
Yeah.
if you don't, then there's going to be resentment on both sides. Then you're not going to be able to, you're going to constantly be thinking, okay, is this something real? Do they really love me for me? That I can't get my thoughts together.
It's okay. You made me
But
think of the love languages. And
oh,
yeah,
yes, the love
the 5
languages.
love languages, how to express heartfelt commitment to your mate. A book by Gary Chapman.
ID Crisis said, I asked my wife the same thing. Are you sure about this? After being married for 21 years, I'm still wondering. Totally understand. Totally understand.
Well, at least there's some self-awareness. Be like, oh, man, are you sure? Are you sure about this?
Hey, I ask that question to people all the time. I'm like, you sure? Hey, we need you to go speak at this, or we need you to head up this, or blah blah blah. And I look at them and I go, are you sure?
Are you
You
sure?
sure you got the right person?
You sure you want me talking about that?
Have you met me?
Right? Well, it's like how I was recently asked if I would be a presenter for not one but 2 things, and I'm like, "Uh-oh.
You sure about that?
Sure about that?" Well, I will try to not curse. Okay. Love language number 1,
Oh,
words of
yes.
affirmation.
Words of affirmation.
Yes. Some people need to hear that they're appreciated. For example, "I really loved it. when you made dinner last night.
Mm.
Wow, it was so nice of you to organize that neighborhood bonfire. Or just, I love you.
I really appreciate that when that there was that noise in the middle of the night that you went downstairs with the 44 Magnum and checked it out. Thanks,
Thanks, baby.
Beta.
Oh, let's see.
Weird Debbie says, my late husband would say I'm weird. I told him I knew that before he married me.
Yeah. There's nothing
No,
new about them.
know thyself.
Know
Know
thyself.
thyself.
Yes. There's nothing new about that.
That's right. What's number 2?
Number 2, love language. Number 2, acts of service.
Ooh, that could be defined a lot of ways.
That can be. So I'm going to read this. Some of us feel most loved when others lend a helping hand or do something kind for us. I don't like their example. Others have committed to helping. Sorry. In your own home, you could be proactive and do something that eases your person's daily grind. Why not even take on the chore that everyone avoids doing? Whether that's cleaning the oven. Who does that? I have never cleaned.
You're supposed to clean an
I've
oven?
never cleaned my oven. Okay,
I mean,
sorry,
I could
y'all.
understand if you've got one of those ovens that, is like one of those self-cleaning ovens, and then when you drop the cheese out the pizza in the bottom, it burns and smokes the whole damn oven up. I could understand scraping that out, but other than that, who cleans the damn oven?
My oven's not really that gross. Of course, maybe I just ignore it. Anyway, changing the litter box, scraping off the ice of the car,
Clean the
filling.
litter box.
Who does that either? I don't.
Meow.
The cat's like, yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Acts of service. See, I think people can get in trouble with acts of service because that ties into another piece of advice my dad had given me, which is helpful is just another word for controlling.
Oh, that's a great piece of advice. Repeat
Mhm.
that one again so everybody can hear it.
Helpful is just another word for controlling. So have you ever had that happen where maybe you're struggling with something, but if you keep struggling at it, you'll get there. You've not asked anybody for any help. You're trying to figure this out yourself or work it out yourself. And then somebody comes over and they try to help you.
Or if you're in the middle of the task and you're just about done and then they say, "Hey, let me help you." And it's like, "You have not been here the whole time. Get the hell away from me."
I know I'm slow and I know that's driving your patience out of control, but listen, I need to do this myself. But I could see where someone who wants to provide acts of service genuinely maybe interacts with someone who that's not their love language,
Right.
and they see it as an interference. Like, why are you trying to control me? You think I can't do this right? Are you saying I'm incompetent?
No, you're not.
Yes, I am sometimes.
No. Expert said you're supposed to clean it up. I said, no, you're not.
Oh, I'm like, yeah, sometimes I am completely incompetent. What? All right. Love language number 3,
Yes.
gifts.
Ah, that gets the one I wanted to. Here you go.
Oh, wait, I don't have the StreamYard pulled up because my
I
love
put it up
language
on
is
the.
food.
Yes, I was waiting for you to say gifts so I could put up White Rabbit's comment.
Food is a good gift.
Food is a great gift.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep.
yeah, there's you got plenty of people out there that's how you show you love me is gifts.
Yeah, I think occasionally that's a nice love language. That's my opinion.
It's because that's not your love language.
No, it's not.
That's why you can't relate.
I can't relate. And I think that's why the comment earlier about anyone who showers you with gifts at the beginning,
Yes.
that always freaked me out. I was like, what are you after?
Right.
That was never because it wasn't my love language, but I could see anybody that, like, if that was their love language, they'd easily be swept off their feet with someone who just showers them with goodies.
ID crisis, this could be a gift. Solitude.
Solitude. Solitude.
Solitude could definitely be a gift.
I think that's love language number 6, and that's one of mine. Solitude.
Expert says gifts, edible glitter? Sure.
Sure, why not?
But you can't get that stuff off no matter how hard you try, man.
Well, it comes out somewhere. Oh,
Gives
my
a
goodness.
whole new meaning to the phrase farting rainbows.
It does.
It does.
Love language number 4 is quality time.
Ooh.
Yeah. Having another person's undivided, dedicated attention is precious currency for the people whose love language is quality time.
Or solitude.
Solitude. I'm pretty sure that's love language number 6. Because that's so funny about me. And I know I'm not a normal woman. Like, I know I'm not normal.
Yeah.
Because the only one that I like is quality time. That's the only one. And it doesn't have to be like doing anything.
Right.
It's just sitting and watching TV together or doing podcasts. It doesn't have to be something amazing.
That's partially true.
Yeah.
There is one other that applies to you.
Love language number 5.
What's love language number 5?
Physical touch.
Ooh. I wasn't actually referring to that one, but yeah, we'll go with that.
Oh my gosh. And the way they describe it's funny. Expressing the language of physical touch can be as platonic as giving a friend an enthusiastic fist bump when she tells you about landing an interview for a dream job.
What?
I know.
Well, how the hell is that an example?
That's why I was laughing about it. I'm like,
who wrote this? Jeez.
Oh. Or as intimate as a kiss with your partner to mark the end of the workday. That's not as intimate as physical touch could get.
That's true, but it can lead to,
Yeah.
ID Crisis said, "Oh my God, we're all in the middle of your quality time." Yuck. No, this doesn't qualify.
Voyeurism.
Ew. I'm not an exhibitionist.
Not a voyeur. No.
Melissa Jane, a high five.
High five. Good job.
Give it a high five after the physical touch. Yeah. Good job.
And then throw some words of affirmation in with that. Let's get physical. You did a really good job with
You know what? That was really impressive, and I appreciated that. Here's $20.
Gifts. Cover them all.
Yes.
Words of affirmation.
Words of affirmation,
Here's
physical touch, gifts.
Here you go. Here's the act of service.
It could possibly be an act of service.
Oh, that's so bad.
ID Crisis, I am not putting that up. But it's hilarious.
It is hilarious. Physical touch and words of affirmation. I knew he would catch that. I knew it. As soon as I read it, I knew he'd catch it.
He walks away for a minute and he still somehow catches on to it.
Yeah. The fist bump.
ID Crisis, gifts and physical touch, stuffing the dollar, on the stripper.
Oh, yeah.
Stuffing the dollar where it needs to go. Right where she tells you.
Right where it goes.
Right where it goes. All right. What's number 6?
Oh, there is no other 6. It's 5 love languages. I was joking about.
I thought there were 6.
No. Do you know the 5 love languages? That's actually the title of the book.
See, I don't have to do counting. So.
Yes, you do.
Shut up.
That's your real world thing. Yeah.
Not entirely true.
Not entirely true.
No,
Yeah.
but yeah. See, you can one act can constitute all five.
Yeah. One act could be all five wrapped up in one. It actually is kind of a good book, though. It's kind of cheesy, but then when you look at it, it's kind of like, oh, okay, I get why my person does that. And then you can joke about it.
ID crisis. I have to go to my daughter's place. See y'all.
Bye.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Weird Debbie said, I need to remember the promotion gesture. Congratulations on the promotion. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
That's all I've got, Volstorm.
What do you think about Valentine's Day? Just
Me?
what do you think about it? As
Um,
a grown ass woman, what is your view of Valentine's Day?
I always okay. We'll have to go through the whole thing.
Go
When I
for it.
was My favorite colors when I was a kid were hot pink, red, and pink. So I liked Valentine's Day colors. And then when I got older and, other kids would get flowers brought to the school by their parents, I was
Yep.
like, who does that? Who makes these kinds of displays of affection to their kid? Because I didn't get that. That was not something that we did in our house. And then when romance was in the air, it was kind of like, this is a bunch of pomp and circumstance for nothing, really. Because
Right.
I always felt like it was fake.
Yeah.
It was just a demonstration day. I never thought it had any real significance. It was fleeting. I always thought it was fleeting. So,
Yeah. Weird Debbie says, my late husband and I didn't celebrate Valentine's Day. We bought candy after the holiday because it's on sale. Absolutely. That's the best time to buy it.
absolutely
Just don't keep
practical.
it for an entire year. Just go ahead and eat it.
That's a very practical thought process. See, I would appreciate that even more. The practicality with the candy.
Oh, God. Expert. Happy Valentine's Day from Cousin Clem because he was talking about something else.
Oh my gosh.
Squirrel.
Imagine that.
I don't know. I guess the way I always viewed it is like I like the idea of it, but I hate how it felt fake and forced.
Mhm.
I mean, even after I got into serious relationships, I was like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna do this, blah blah blah.
Yeah. It
Um, I
felt
mean, I
overly demonstrative.
see, and it fights against me being somewhat of a how would I describe it? Somewhat of a romantic.
Are you a romantic, Volstorm?
At times
Mhm.
depends on the circumstances.
Dogs. What are you doing?
Stop talking to them.
I'm
You're on the
not.
air.
Sorry. That's their love language to get scolded.
Wor-
Dogs.
Words of decimation. Physical touch is when they get smacked for being on the furniture. They do like gifts though. It's called food. A little too much.
They've lost their mind.
They have lost their minds.
Yeah. I'm just going to let it happen. Why not? Chaos.
Yeah. Expert says it depends on the woman as far as how a guy feels about Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Really?
Will you leave the dogs alone?
I'm not doing a thing to them. They've just lost their minds.
Ignore.
I am. They get worse
This is what we have to put up with all the time.
all the time. That's why Diva needs her own designated space.
No. Acts of
Eventually.
service.
Acts of service. Pups.
See, it's even hard to have a halfway serious moment on this show because of the dogs.
Yeah. Or
It's
me.
when I yell at them, tell them, go lay down.
Go lay down.
Go lay down.
Go lay down. Yes, you. Go lay down. No. Go lay down.
See, it doesn't have the same effect when you do it.
No, that he just looked at me kind of sad and was like, "Oh,
Do you have food?
He did. He was like, "Do you have a little crumb of food? Just a little crumb?"
But I don't know. I like it when there's a chance to actually celebrate it, but you know, as everybody knows, sometimes real life gets in the way.
Yeah, it does. It does.
So it makes it difficult.
Yeah.
But as far as the commercialization of it, oh geez. I
Yeah.
mean, how many damn boxes of candy and flowers and cards and all this other useless crap? You know, you'll find it like 2 or 3 years down the road. It's like, oh yeah, it's that gift. Uh, why the hell is that even still here?
Yeah.
Throw that away.
Well, it's cute when you're in those beginning phases of relationship. And you're like, oh, I want to get this person this cute little card or whatever. It's kind of fun. You both hopefully get a kick out of it.
Right. Weird Debbie quoting the song "Love Stinks." I prefer it on my terms, not on whatever day of the calendar it is.
Yeah.
See,
Yeah.
see, I'm the type that likes to surprise.
That's right.
I prefer to do it when it's least expected, as opposed to, okay, well, this is the designated day. Here you go.
You're not a joiner then.
No, because it has no thought and feeling. It becomes more of a
Chore.
becomes more of
Obligation.
a obligation. Yes,
Hmm.
that's the word I was looking
Yeah.
for. It becomes more of an obligation than it does actually, doing it from the heart.
Yeah. Well, some relationships, they like that kind of give and take, though.
They like they like structure.
Yeah, they like the structure.
Yeah,
Some folks need
it's
that
how they
structure.
like their relations too. Structured.
Structured. Yeah. Volstorm,
Yes.
let's say we've hit our I was going to say the median, but we've hit our end mark.
I know, because I want to make sure everybody gets over to see
To-
Grandma's house over on Tish and Tennessee's channel.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, thank you for everybody coming in and enjoying being part of the chat. It was a lot of fun. And
Say
to
hi
all
to
of
the
you out,
dogs for us.
say hi to the dogs for us. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So to all of you out there, happy Valentine's Day and peace, love, Deva.
And good tidings to men.
We're out. Thank y'all.
Bye.
Appreciate it so much.